What's up, guys? My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. In today's episode, we have this beautiful 2017 Ferrari 488 GTB in for our new car prep. So the Ferrari's in for our new car prep. If you are familiar with that, then you know the process. If not, then check out a bunch of our other videos. I'll have them linked down below to all of the exterior only ceramic videos that we do, and you can kind of see the process that it takes, what it takes to clean, decon, polish, and ceramic coat a vehicle. But the Ferrari came in this morning, and we're going to start the wash process, wash it, decon it, prep it, and then we're going to examine the paint, see what it needs as far as polishing, and then go from there. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. And at any time you're interested in the tools or the products, I'll have a list down below. So let's take a look at the Ferrari, and just came in this morning. It has some leaves stuck in the corners. It's got some bird droppings and just a light layer of dust. Nothing too crazy. It's not filthy by any means, but definitely some things we're going to take care of. The wheels are beautiful, this awesome gold matte finish, and they're really in good shape. The car is well cared for. It's garaged, and as you can see in the sun, well, kind of difficult to see just because of the trees hindering it, but once we pull it in, we'll put it under lights and we'll see what it needs. I already know, the owner informed us, the hood, the front bumper was repainted, and after a little bit of examination in the sun here, we can tell that the roof was also repainted. So that means it goes into this little, I guess you can call it the B pillar and the A pillar here. And take a look at the engine. We're also going to pop the hood, clean the engine compartment, clean all the glass in there as well, clean up those exhaust pipes. And this thing is going to look incredible when we're done. Not much to do in the interior. May do just a light vacuum and wipe down. That's about it. Exterior is what we're concerned about. Now we're also using our new system here. So we have our pressure washer hooked up to the hot water because it's a little chilly today. And I have our DI water system, the CR Spotless, hooked up to the cold. So we have a splitter here, and I will actually later on do a bypass system so I can run cold water without running it through the DI system, because I'm only going to use the DI system for rinsing. So we'll demonstrate that today as well. And I have another dedicated video for this system on basically how we put it together. I'll put that in the card up there. Ferrari is washed and really not a lot of contamination on here at all. The wheels are pretty much perfect, so I use the wheel cleaner from O'Burke that has the iron remover in it, and nothing reacted. So the wheels are so clean. I just used the shampoo to clean them, and that was perfect. So the car is nice and smooth, actually. So if there's any other little bits that we need a clay bar, we will. But I didn't use the pad on here because didn't really need it. So I'm not going to use it arbitrarily to, see if I can feel any grit on it or, peace of mind type of thing. I don't do that. I feel the paint. If it needs it, I clay mitt it or clay bar it. If it doesn't, then I skip that step. But now let's go over to the deionized water, and I'm going to shift the Y connector here onto the cold water. Now when you first turn the system on, don't turn on your pressure washer. Let all the water go through the system and kind of bleed the system here. So that's what I'm doing, working out all the air bubbles that are in the CR Spotless. So just work out all of the air. It might take a couple of minutes. But once you get free-flowing water here, then you can turn on your pressure washer and it will engage. And just to double check, look at your TDS monitor here, turn it on, and it should read 0. That's what you want. So the system is now completely air bubble free. Turn on the pressure washer. Now we can just quickly rinse the vehicle. And now we have pure DI water to rinse. So after you rinse with DI water, are you going to notice a big difference? No, you're not. But what you are going to notice is you can actually leave this out here to dry and you're not going to get water spots. So you can do that, but I don't recommend that anyway. Always dry your vehicle. This is just going to help you on those super hot sunny days on black vehicles. I'm going to use this for maintenance because that's the most important thing to me is when I'm maintaining a vehicle. I want no water spots at all, of course, and in the summer especially, that's when you really need it. So the beauty of this system is working in direct sunlight on black cars, dark colored cars in the middle of summer. The rinsing with DI water is really going to save you. So that is, again, an added benefit. Do I really need it here? Probably not, because our water isn't that bad. But again, it adds to the luxury of our services. All right, so now that everything is fully dried, oh yeah, you can definitely see some defects in the paint. We have some little buffer trails right there, and mostly just swipe marks here. I'm thinking that the paint might be pretty soft. There's some marks here too that we have to take care of. Some weird staining on the paint. The rest of the panels, we can see, yeah, that's just white marks from drying. But overall, you can see the paint is just slightly hazy. but not too bad. Looks like someone was here with a polisher. There's some marks right there. Looks like maybe door dings, door chips. Not really chips, just kind of scuffs. And as we look at the back panel here, yeah, I mean, really not too bad, right? I think a light polish is really going to bring out the gloss and reduce a lot of that hazing. Now the top here was repainted, and we do have some heavy swirls here. So we're definitely going to address that. We want to make everything look uniform. So I think up here is probably the worst. But that's not bad. Not bad at all. Fender here. That's just a little bit of white marks. Those will come out. Not too bad. You know, when I'm comparing this to some of the really bad cars that we've done, and this really isn't too bad. Yeah, some swirls there. Yeah, some. Oh yeah, definitely. Someone took a rotary there. Anything here? Oh yeah.
Pretty swirled.
Yeah, really not as bad as some of the horrible cars that we've done. And we have some other staining here. So let's pick a combo. I think what I'm going to try here is we're going to start with the NSP 45. So we got that. Actually, this one's almost done. This is a new one that we got. If we need to bump it up to the medium cut, then we'll do that. Then we'll use the 95.
That is really nice.
Okay.
All those defects are gone.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. That's the combo.
Yep.
That's the combo. So we're freaking out because look at the before and afters. So here's before and after. Just a little bit of residue. That's just wiping residue. So the NSP polishes are a little smeary. That's something that we've just learned to work with. But the major defects in the paint, oh yeah, that looks so much better. That's really cleared up. It's hard to focus. Yeah, that really cleared up. So that little residue smearing, that residual, that goes away. And in fact, you can wipe it, coat it right over that, and it will not come back. We've done it on multiple vehicles, so that's how we know that it works. But that's pretty awesome. So from that to that. There might be some other little tiny deeper little scratches. There's one right there. But we're not worried about that. This is not paint correction, paint enhancement. So we're going to continue with that combo. That's working really nice. So as you can see, it's clearing up really well. A little bit of the residual residue from the NSP polish, not a big deal. That will go away. But, of course, we were already told that the hood and the bumper were repainted. But, look at this. You see right there? Right in the corner there is pooled up clear coat. It has hair bubbles in it. Right in the corner. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to try to wet sand that because that's right in a corner. So, not sure what happened if that was painted off the car and, you know, this part was hanging down. It pooled up in that corner. Let's see if it's like that on the other corner. No, the other corner is fine. So, anyway, this is clearing up. It's looking really, really nice. I just have this little area up there. And we're going to have to get the little 1-inch polisher and 3-inch polisher to get around these areas. But Wifey's working down the door here, and it's looking really nice. There's some deep scratches here we're not going to be too concerned with. Just overall getting everything looking nice and clear. Yeah, so it's looking good. It is working. Alright, polishing is well underway. We're almost done. We just have some of the little areas around the mirrors to do, some areas in here, some areas in the back to get these little tail lights looking nicer. I polished the tops of them. You can see just around there. I'm going to dig in a little bit more around the edges there because it's hard to get to. So we're going to pull out our 1-inch and our 3-inch polisher. But man, huge improvement on the paint. Now where it was repainted, it's really soft and annoying. Like up here, it was pretty soft, but it seemed to finish down really nice. You can just see that's just residue. That's just residue coming back. It actually will wipe away, and it will go away once you coat it. So I'm not worried about that. I've done that before. I know it's just a little weird working with that polish, but I trust it because I've seen the results. It actually is a really good polish, and even though you have a little bit of that residue to contend with, it shows up more on the camera than it does with the naked eye. But still, it's just something to be wary of. You're going to see that and you're going to look at the paint. You're like, oh, how can I tell that it looks good or not? Wipe it. You can tell what's residue and what's not. And once we coat it, you'll see the paint will look fantastic. You can see through that just little haze, that residual of the polish. It's not a big deal. So, and I know some may not like that. They want a clear finish. That's up to you. That's fine. The beauty of this is no IPA wipe down, no panel wipe down. You can go right to coatings. That's the beauty of this. So I trust it. I know how to work with it now, and you can just see the residue there, but you can see the major defects are gone. It looks beautiful. So NSP 45, that is their fine. We didn't even need to use this at all. And the Orange Lake Country pad worked really well. So this thing is looking beautiful. So today we're ending. We're going to continue tomorrow. Finish polishing, coat it. We'll show you the rest of that in just a moment. She is looking gorgeous. Look at the clarity in the paint. It looks incredible. It looks so good. I know, you see that haziness right there? That's left overnight, and you wipe it off and it, it kind of comes back. But again, it's just a weird thing with the polish. It happens, but you can see the rest of the paint. It's looking gorgeous. It looks beautiful. So paint is ready. Wifey's starting on the wheels, so she's using G-Technic G5? I always forget. C5?
C5.
C5. Wheel armor. Yep. So that's going to go on the wheels. They're ready to go. They look awesome. These wheels are actually a matte finish, and it has like a light texture to it. But they cleaned up incredibly well. So just a quick panel wipe on the wheels, coating just the faces, and then we'll use, what are you using for the tires? Let's use some Geon Q2. I know, my goodness. Everything's tipping over. That's what happens when you're hustling on a job. Stuff just gets a little hectic. As we look around, just a quick look around on the paint. Again, you might see a little residual residue. It'll go away. Once you coat it, it goes away completely. So, but man, it cleared up so nice. It looks beautiful. So lots of curves on this. We did have to pull out the 3-inch polisher to get into some of these curves here, the back area here, the back area here. And again, this is not perfect, it's a beautiful supercar, but it's not perfect. It's got its little, scratches and imperfections, some wear and tear. It's a 2017, so it's definitely driven, has some wear and tear. As you can see on the carbon fiber here, see all those specks? That's stone chips. Can't do anything about that. So it's got its fair share of, light scratches and chips and things like that. And, the hood and the bumper being repainted. This was actually repainted also. You can see the texture. Let's see if we can focus in and see it. You can kind of see the texture underneath the clear coat. You see that? It actually had some body work done to it. Right there. You can see these weird little ripples. Yeah, and you can still see light little scratches. Again, not worried about those. The majority of the paint looks beautiful. But yeah, this whole area was repainted also. Whatever, that's just what it is. So everything is now pretty much ready. We will hit those exhaust tips at the end, and let's get to coating. Looking beautiful. She's done. Paint is coated. All the carbon fiber is done. We just finished the exhaust tips. Glass is done. Windshield's done. Looking gorgeous. So as you can see, the weird hazing goes away with the NSP polish. Once you coat over it, it's completely fine. So yes, you're going to see some minor little scratches that still may be in the paint, but we're not concerned with those. We are looking at the overall picture here. It looks incredible. So there's a lot of carbon fiber here that is painted, of course, and clear coated. So I really can't measure the depth of a lot of the heavier defects. So I polish to the point where it looks acceptable, and I have to leave it because I can't measure it and I don't know how much clear coat is on here. So we have to live with some of those things. But as you can see, a lot of the heavy stuff that was here on the roof here is gone. It looks incredible. So we did lightly clean in the engine bay area. It really wasn't too much. And we just dressed all of the plastics in there with 303 aerospace protectant. So it will have UV protection because of course this is exposed to the sun, and we want all those plastics to look their best. Yes, the glass provides some UV protection as well, but we do want to add some more onto the plastics, and that's what we did. And it looks fantastic. So guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a pleasure to work on, and hopefully the customer will bring back his other vehicle for us to do the same thing to. So hopefully you'll see that on our channel as well. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. If you are interested in any of the tools, the products that we used, of course, I will link them down below as well. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.